We are live on both Facebook and on YouTube. Apologies for the slight delay. Had one final story to get edited and out the door, and then I had a child to get out the door as well. Not the one you're going to be seeing any minute, but I am back now, and so is she. She'll be here momentarily. A very pleasant good afternoon to you. It's spring, but you wouldn't know it here at H&M Card Breaks here at our headquarters, where things are a little snowy, a little, a little. How should we say? Still feeling like winter, even though spring is just around the corner. We'll be joined momentarily by Mirabelle, and we'll be opening 2022 Topps Finest, which we have not gotten a chance to see yet. Really looking forward to it. Some of you are, of course, new to H&M Card Breaks. Some of you have been with us many, many times before. And we are delighted to be with you. I am joined now by Mirabelle. So again, to introduce ourselves, I am Howard.
I'm Mirabelle.
And this is H&M Card Breaks. And Mirabelle, can't you just feel the spring baseball sunshine?
Nope.
No, not today. Not today.
Mentally, but not physically.
I feel it in here, in my heart. But yeah, it's been a snowy afternoon, a wintry mix, even as I went to pick you up from school.
If it's going to snow, stick to the ground so we can have a snow day.
That would be nice. There have been no snow days so far. Come Saturday, however, as our friend Joey Biordi says, Joey, great to see you. Spring training will soon be upon us. Pitchers and catchers have reported. Catch is being played. And we are rapidly approaching both the first spring games of the season in Major League Baseball and the first games of the college baseball season. Many teams started last weekend. Bard College, the team I broadcast, my alma mater, begins on Sunday. Very much looking forward to it. And something else I'm looking forward to here is Topps Finest. A little joke they made here on the box. They always had one hitter and one pitcher. So, of course,
that's funny.
This year, one hitter, one pitcher, same guy. Mirabelle, our fantasy draft is coming up on March 16th. How high up is Shohei Ohtani in your rankings, do you think? Or are you still deciding those things?
I'm still deciding. I don't know.
It's going to be interesting.
He's 100% in my top 10. Maybe my top 5.
He's up there for me too, especially in leagues where you can have him both as a pitcher and a hitter. Over at Baseball Prospectus, we have him ranked somewhere around 10th as a pitcher and 38th as a hitter. He's a DH, so you can't use him in different positions. All right, so for those who may not know, how this works is if you have bought into our break, you have your name in this hat. This hat, the Rocket City Trash Pandas, best nickname in the minor leagues, would you say? And you'll be hearing all about all the players from me. I'm Howard Megdal, longtime baseball writer. I write for Baseball Prospectus and other outlets as well. My new book, Baseball Talmud, is available wherever books are sold. This is Mirabelle. Mirabelle has been a baseball card collector for about as long as I've known her. And I have known her since she was born. So that is quite a long time indeed. And we are getting the chance. You know, I first ordered this box of Topps Finest in July. But shortages and delays means it didn't ship until near the end of January. So here we are now, February 22nd, opening Topps Finest. We do have a trivia question. It's a good one. This is Tommy Pham. This is a Topps Chrome throwback. I grabbed it just this weekend, as a matter of fact, out of a dollar box at a baseball card store in Red Hook, New York. Really terrific to see a baseball card store in the town next to my alma mater. And so it's of Tommy Pham, here with the Padres now, a New York Mets outfielder. We'll get to know Tommy Pham quite a bit this year. Tommy Pham is a fantasy football player. He is a very passionate fantasy football player, to the point that Tommy Pham got in a physical fight with another major league player over his fantasy football league. You tell me who, and you get yourself this Tommy Pham Topps Chrome throwback. All right, let's take a look and see who is which teams, so we can open up our Topps Finest and get our first look at them. You ready to? Oh, you need a pen or a pencil? All right. There you see, $1. Got it right out of that dollar box. But I saw this and I was like, oh, what a perfect trivia question this is going to be for our next one. So I grabbed it, put it aside. It's a cool one. Look at this. Look at the back. Like a 52. It's numbered to 199. I remember when Tommy Pham was a phenom in the Cardinals organization. Had a very solid career. Let's see. It says message retracted. I see Douglas Hoffman is here. Don't be shy, Douglas. You tell us the answer. And also, I want to ask you all a question, not just a trivia question. What are you most excited about this weekend with the spring games beginning? So let's get it started with Jeremy Harden, Atlanta Braves. Douglas Hoffman, speaking of, you are Miami Marlins. All things Jazz Chisholm will come your way. All things slimmed down Sixto Sanchez coming your way. Marco Abrantes. Marco, a little tear in our heart when we send off those New York Mets cards to you, but not too much of one. Marco is a longtime member of the H&M Card Breaks family. Who's that? Douglas Hoffman, Philadelphia Phillies. All things Andrew Painter. Is he in this? I don't know. Mick Abel, maybe. Certainly Bryson Stott. Love Bryson Stott. Who you got?
Jeremy Hoffman.
Jeremy Harden. Washington Nationals.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was looking up at the.
Next up, that's all right. Chicago Cubs. Douglas Hoffman. Yeah, Charles. And first of all, hello, Charles. Great to see you. Hoping for good things for your Pirates this year. Spring training games on MLB Network. That's up there for me. There's going to be baseball on the radio this weekend. Marco Abrantes, Cincinnati Reds. I've told this story before. Mark Solich, Milwaukee Brewers, but Mirabel and I were leaving Mets Padres game 3. And the thing that caused her to burst into tears was when the great Howie Rose, Todd Waters, Pittsburgh Pirates, says, our next broadcast will be February 25th. Well, guess what, friends? That's this Saturday. It's here, Mirabel.
Right.
We got through the winter. Douglas Hoffman, St. Louis Cardinals, and maybe this year, the season for the Mets goes a little later. What do you think of that? Marco Abrantes, Arizona Diamondbacks. I normally would be the first Mets broadcast. Douglas Hoffman, Colorado Rockies. But what it is for me is on Sunday at 11 a.m., the Bard baseball team begins their season. I get to be in the press box for a doubleheader. I get to broadcast myself. Jason Smith, Los Angeles Dodgers. If you haven't been to Honeyfield, Jason Smith? No?
No, I accidentally pulled out 2.
Oh, fine. So just do it in order.
No, hold on.
Okay.
Look, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Okay.
That was there.
Okay.
I was right. Okay.
All good. We can always double check them.
Mhm.
So now, Charles, you have a trivia. No, Charles, you got to answer ours first. No, I'm kidding. Bring it on. What's your trivia question to ask? By the way, Douglas Hoffman, ding, ding, ding. Congratulations. Jock Peterson, notable Jewish player, is the one who Tommy Pham got into a fight with. Douglas Hoffman, in addition to the rest of your haul, you write this down, Douglas Hoffman gets Tommy Pham. Congratulations. From the dollar box in Red Hook, New York, to your envelope. I love this. Number to 199. What a cool one. Congratulations. What a silly thing to get into a fight about. Who do we miss? Joey Biordi? Nope, you keep putting them in the pile, sweetie. Okay. Yeah, I'm saying pull them out, okay?
Yeah.
So, Joey Biordi, San Diego Padres. Read the next 2 to me, please.
Douglas Hoffman, San Francisco Giants. Mark Solich, Baltimore Orioles.
Okay. Mark McLaughlin, Boston Red Sox. So, yeah, Pham. Listen, I already thought Pham had a chance to earn a lot of playing time with the Mets, but Darren Ruff is dealing with tendonitis in his wrist, which is always a bad sign. And that is Jeremy Harden, New York Yankees. Douglas Hoffman, Tampa Bay Rays. So don't be surprised to see Pham take that half of the DH platoon and run with it. Todd Waters, Toronto Blue Jays. You know, Pham has always been a productive player. The question is an ability to stay healthy. Well, you put him in a platoon and you're limiting the wear and tear on him. Douglas Hoffman, Chicago White Sox. Douglas Hoffman, Cleveland Guardians. Baseball America today named the best prospect in Cleveland system. It's Gavin Williams. We've been telling you about Gavin Williams here for about a year and a half. Here's Charles Hatch's trivia question. When the Braves signed Hank Aaron, who did the Indianapolis Clowns sign to replace him? I believe I know the answer to this, Charles, but I'll let others say. Jason Smith, Detroit Tigers. Who is that? Todd Waters, Kansas City Royals. Marco Abrantes, Minnesota Twins. Who can answer Charles's trivia question? Douglas Hoffman, Houston Astros. I'll give it a few, Charles, but I think I know. Douglas Hoffman, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. If there are any Shohei Ohtanis in here, they're coming your way. Mark Solich, Oakland Athletics. 2 left.
Oh, there's one. Okay.
Douglas Hoffman, Seattle Mariners. And Mark McLaughlin, Texas Rangers. All right. So we have all the names. We have my wife just returned from a trip. You know what? Let's see this. We're going to do the names in 1 second, but she brought some baseball cards from her friend since college for us to check out. Let's see. We're going to take a quick look. Oh.
She has no idea if
They are not what
they're
you would.
worthless.
No, you wouldn't call them valuable, but would you call them? I mean, look at this. This is a Gary Carter Star 1987. Hello, Rachel. Look at this. A Gary Carter set. This is a Jose Valentin. This is what Jose Valentin was, a young rookie with the Milwaukee Brewers. Eventually became the starting second baseman on the 2006 New York Mets. Hit, as a matter of fact, a long home run on September 18th, 2006, the very night the New York Mets clinched the NL East division title. Your mom was in the stands for it in the upper level, right behind home plate, along with me. She didn't just go by herself. I went too, as did cousin Alex, as did Uncle Randy. There's a rookie of Jose Valentin. Remember with the mustache? I know.
I don't know how he remembers all this stuff.
Very, very exciting. All right, but we are here for a break. So we'll pick the energy up, and here we go.
Okay, Atlanta Braves,
Jeremy Harden,
Miami Marlins,
Douglas Hoffman,
New York Mets,
Marco Abrantes,
Philadelphia Phillies,
Douglas Hoffman,
Washington Nationals,
Jeremy Harden,
Chicago Cubs,
Douglas Hoffman,
Cincinnati Reds,
Marco Abrantes,
Milwaukee Brewers,
Mark Solick,
Pittsburgh Pirates,
Todd Waters,
St. Louis Cardinals,
Douglas Hoffman,
Arizona Diamondbacks,
Marco Abrantes,
Colorado Rockies,
Douglas Hoffman,
Los Angeles Dodgers,
Jason Smith,
San Diego Padres,
Joey Biordi,
San Francisco Giants,
Douglas Hoffman,
Baltimore Orioles,
Mark Solick,
Boston Red Sox,
Mark McLaughlin,
New York Yankees,
Jeremy Harden,
Tampa Bay Rays,
Douglas Hoffman,
Toronto Blue Jays,
Todd Waters,
Chicago White Sox,
Douglas Hoffman,
Cleveland Guardians,
Douglas Hoffman,
Detroit Tigers,
Jason Smith,
Kansas City Royals,
Todd Waters,
Minnesota Twins,
Marco Abrantes,
Houston Astros,
Douglas Hoffman,
Los Angeles Angels,
Douglas Hoffman,
Oakland Athletics,
Mark Solick,
Seattle Mariners,
Douglas Hoffman,
Texas Rangers.
Mark McLaughlin. All right. Yeah, let's see that star cutter set. Yeah, let's take a look. All right, we're going to take a look and we're going to get these open. The Topps Finest. You remember Jose Valentin? He was a fun player. All right, let's take a look. Oh, look at this. All right, so it's not the set, by the way, Charles. Look, it's just this one, the Star 87. It's not in great shape. There's a 90 Fleer. That was his last year with the Mets. Ooh, it's a young Sosa. Greg Maddux eventually won 18 Gold Gloves. Oh, Dave Justice, Topps All-Star Rookie. A Sabo Bazooka. Look at this. Al Leiter, Future Stars. The great Sid Fernandez, El Cid. Oh, multiple Sid Fernandez cards. Roger McDowell from the Seinfeld episode. He was the second spitter. Dave Magdan, who at 328 in 1991. John McNamara, who delightfully was the manager of the Red Sox in 86, who kept Bill Buckner in the game in Game 6 for the 10th inning. Thank you, John McNamara. You made my childhood significantly better. Wow. Oh, I love it. Oh, these cards, you can tell Diana that these are not what you would call super valuable cards, but they are super valuable cards in my heart. Oh, and maybe the best name of the 1980s, Paul Ossenmacher. Paul Ossenmacher. All right, time to get ourselves. Oh, Tom O'Malley. He was a good pinch hitter with the Mets. Saw him hit a game-winning single in the 10th inning against the Phillies in a game. It was a business person special. Ira took off of work early, had a game-winning single in the 91 season, as a matter of fact. Not a banner year for the Mets. They finished 78 and 84. But that was a good day. That was a good day. And Pa took off of work early, and we went to do that together.
That's fun.
All right, so we ready? That's right, Charles. The memories are coming back. That is correct. All right, so again, it's the same as it's been. It's 6 packs per mini box, 5 cards per pack. So you got 30 cards per mini, 60 total in the box. Now, if memory serves, remember when they've got like a big fat one, sometimes it's less than 5 in a given pack, but you're supposed to have about 60 guaranteed, 1 auto per mini, 2 autos per total box. All right, friends. Good luck, everybody. May this be the box of your dreams. All right. Onward. Yeah, take away more of the extra people. Oh, remember these were, is there any more late 80s design, even though it's technically 90, than the Donruss 90s, the bright red? The bright red? Oh, Greg Harris, Jeff Treadway. Oh, Pete Harnish won 16 games after the Mets traded him. Pete Harnish shouldn't have traded him to Houston. All right, let's see how we did. Nick Lodolo, Cincinnati Reds. Jose Siri, rookie card in the Topps Finest. Can we just stop for a second and just look? What do we think of the design?
I really like it, like cool designs in the background and stuff.
This is awesome. I haven't seen Topps Finest do something like this.
Mm.
It's busy, but I don't feel like it takes away from the overall feel of the card.
Yeah, no, I like it.
All right, onward. Here's your first insert. This is a Ronald Acuna Jr. numbered to 250. So Jeremy Harden, take a look. Really nice, huh? All right, Charles, my guess is Tony Stone. Tony Stone was the one who replaced Hank Aaron on the Indianapolis Clowns roster. Mackenzie Gore.
Is that who we saw?
Yeah. That's right. Tony Stone had a great Broadway show written about it. Oh, this is a nice one. Douglas Hoffman, you got yourself a Topps Finest. No, really? Oh, well, I'm stumped. I want to know. Julio Rodriguez, The J-Rod Show. Coming to you, Douglas Hoffman. All right, here we go. Still looking for auto number 1. Bryce Harper? Do you know?
No, I don't know. Really.
Look with the throwback Phillies blue.
Mhm.
Get well soon, Bryce. Want the Mets to win the division fair and square. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Not a lot of people know this, but he is the son of Vladimir Guerrero Sr.
Time
Auto
for-
number 1, and it's a great one. Tyler McGill. It is not numbered, but it is going to you. Marco Abrantes. Here, take a look at the back. This is very minimalist as
Yeah,
autograph stuff.
Very much.
Hold on, I want to get this up on our stand, but let's just see the rest are. Hold on, don't open the next yet. Vidal Brujan, who I am still very high on, although he struggled a little bit at AAA, and Trey Turner. Yeah, hold on to that Vidal Brujan. Do not give up on that. He's got a speed power combination. Tampa Bay is very good at fixing guys. You know, he slumped a little bit through the summer, but that guy is such talent. He's still real young. Vidal Brujan, somebody who, if you're in a keeper league, they've probably let him go. You can stash him. I would stash him. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? And I'm not talking Jose Valentin. I mean STASH. So Tyler McGill, thank you. Tyler McGill is not currently a member of the New York Mets starting rotation. However, Kodai Senga is 30 years old, and he is also easily the youngest member of the rotation. Well, if you got 5 starters over 30, and this is the number 6 starter, that guy's going to pitch some games. It's just how it's going to go. Pitcher's going to miss time. Tyler McGill, do not give up. Peanut Johnson. Oh, yeah. Okay. So remember, Tony Stone was one of 3 women who eventually played in the Negro Leagues. But you're right. It was mainly Peanut Johnson. Very, very true. Tony Stone, however, is the one who had the Broadway show written about it. And it was terrific. My wife and I saw it and loved it. Jonathan India, it was called Tony Stone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at this one.
I don't get it, but okay.
Cornerstone, Juan Soto. Juan Soto. This is a nice insert. What do you think of this?
It's cool.
Of course, Cornerstone, not anymore. Now, Cornerstone for the Padres. Carlos Correa. Now, look at this. This is a refractor. Here he is with the Twins. Oh, that's weird. Because Correa, actually, he's not with the Twins anymore. He's a free agent. And he signed with the Giants. And I'm sorry, I'm getting word that contract was voided over a physical issue. So actually, Correa signed with the Mets. And I'm so sorry. I'm getting word that contract was voided over a physical issue. So guess what? Correa actually right back where he started. Minnesota Twins. Not where he started. He started with the Astros. But Freddie Freeman, Los Angeles Dodgers, still weird to me. Is Freeman still weird to you that you see him on like in a Dodgers uniform?
Very much.
Right?
Yeah.
So weird. And Brandon Marsh, starting
I
center
remember-
fielder for, here, you want to hear weird? For the National League champion Philadelphia Phillies. I know. What were you saying?
It's especially weird to me because I had a Topps home run card of
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And I just remember like seeing him,
Yeah, we
on
watched.
the Dodgers.
Well, I remember watching him when he was still with the Braves.
Yeah.
During quarantine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And we were just like, we don't normally want the Braves to do well, but he should have been a Brave for life. You're right, Charles. But in that case, we wanted it. All right. I just answered a question for the Bat Signal, which is our live feedback. By the way, if you don't belong to it, you should. At Baseball Prospectus. You have fantasy trivia questions 24/7. Our team answers your question. You signal the Bat Signal when we come through. Asking about Edward Cabrera's fantasy. Isn't that amazing? I know. I used to subscribe to it before I was a contributor.
That's so
It was
cool.
such a cool thing. Someone asked me about his prospects. Go look at his run values of his individual pitches. All Edward Cabrera needs is health.
Can you ask a question at like midnight?
What you ask at any time. And if somebody's up, they'll answer it. Listen, I've also been up in the middle of the night and gotten those in my email and just answered questions at 3 a.m. because why not?
That's so funny.
Matt Chapman, Toronto Blue Jays. I really like the Blue Jays this year. Huh. Who's this? Do you know him? We joke, of course. This is injured Texas Rangers pitcher Jacob deGrom. This is a refractor. This is the guy who the Mets decided to upgrade to Justin Verlander. Good job, Mets. Yeah, I'm sad about
I
it.
was laying on the floor.
Do I think the Mets will go after Machado? Charles, I think if the Mets will go after anybody who can help them. And Manny Machado says he's going to opt out of his contract after 2023. If you think Brett Beatty's the answer at third base, well, maybe you find that out this year. I am skeptical. He puts the ball on the ground too much for a power hitter. Maybe he fixes his swing. Maybe he doesn't. Yeah, I think Manny Machado is someone they could definitely add. Brandon Crawford, starting shortstop since Carlos Correa stayed in Minnesota. And Matt Olson, the Freddie Freeman replacement. All right, so we've got one auto so far. We've got 2 packs left in this mini. Let's see. Grab a couple more of these while we're at it. Who remembers Steve Balboni, who once hit 36 home runs for the Kansas City Royals? Steve Bedrosian. I happen to have seen Steve Bedrosian pitch for the Phillies at Veterans Stadium, and my wife and I, and she'd be the first to tell you this, saw his son, Cam Bedrosian, play in the Cape Cod League, eventually made it to the major leagues, pitched for, among other things, the Los Angeles Angels. Andy Hawkins, in 1990, while staying at a hotel in Washington, D.C., I watched Andy Hawkins throw a no-hitter and lose 4-0. 3 errors. A lot of walks. Oh, look. It's Ron of Gary, Keith, and Ron. 1987 Topps. Yeah, and I think you're right, Charles. I could see that. He's going to be a free agent. That could happen. Although San Diego's going to be in the mix. Another Ron Darling. Look how young Ron was in this one of Gary, Keith, and Ron. Those were the days. And Chili Davis, one of the most delicious outfielders of the 1980s. So we have 2 packages. Letman's not his real name. His real name is Chili Rothstein. We have 2 packs left to go here in the first mini box. Really glad you're with us. As a reminder, we always have, I'm just going to grab it for you. We have boxes, and we always tell you first, and I'm going the next step beyond that. I'm going to give you a link to it. I put it up, but I haven't announced it yet. Our latest Bowman Sterling box break is here and available. I'm going to pop that into the links. These have gone pretty fast. So if you want to be part of it, and again, 30 cards, 5 autos, great box. We had one. Was that the one that we had? No, that was a Bowman Chrome, which we're also going to have up soon. Bo Bichette. I just wrote about Bo Bichette this week. Bo Bichette. If you are in a fantasy draft, I don't think there's a shortstop you should take ahead of Bo Bichette. I said it. Did you hear me? I said it. Oh, we are a third of the way to what?
Torkelson Trio.
Yep, Spencer Torkelson. Do not give up on Spencer Torkelson. Batters sometimes adjust. Development is an ebb and flow. Here is Josh Hader, who I'm actually writing about tomorrow. I think his average draft position right now, a little too high. Byron Buxton, everyday center fielder, Minnesota Twins. Hope he stays healthy. Hunter Green, like Mirabelle, a combination baseball enthusiast and violinist. An 85 top set break. You got a good rookie and a strawberry #1 pick card. Oh, those are beautiful cards. I love that. Now, Charles, isn't technically, I'm not trying to nitpick, but that's not the Gooden rookie, right? Isn't Gooden rookie and 84 tops traded? I'll hang up and listen. All right, last pack. Marcus Semien, Texas Rangers. Aura of Excellence, Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. is a fun player to watch. Cedric Mullins, numbered to 199. That's going to you, Mark Solich. Look at this beautiful card. They did a nice job with Finest. Worth the wait. Worth the wait. Let's put this one up. Look at this, Mirabelle. It's like turquoise.
Where you said turquoise?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty. I like
Yeah.
that color.
I know. I like this one too. All right, let's get this one up. Add to our cavalcade of stars. Really like Cedric Mullins. Royce Lewis, rookie card. Do not give up on him. An ACL tear is not a death sentence.
No.
It's not. And Gavin Sheets, who might just hit 30 home runs this year. This is a dancing Gavin Sheets. All right, we are halfway home. Real good box already. Really like Finest. FYI, I will also tell you, in addition to the Sterling I just posted, I was actually able to procure two Topps Finest boxes, which means I will be putting the second one up after we get this mailed and out the door later today. So we look forward to seeing you. Mirabelle, where can the good people follow us on all platforms?
So you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, where we post when we're going to go live,
Mm-hmm.
and go live on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can subscribe to us on YouTube, where we also go live.
Mhm.
And if you're watching on Facebook, if you would like to check out our YouTube, that would be helpful to give us more subscribers. And because we're attempting to switch over our live streams so that we don't have to do both from Facebook to YouTube, because YouTube's platform gives us a better platform. And you can also follow us on Instagram, where we post pictures of our biggest hits and our baseball adventures, which are going to be more coming now that the season's
Now
starting
that there's
again.
baseball.
And on TikTok, where we make cool baseball videos. And, of course, eBay, where you can buy into our breaks. And all of that at HM Card Breaks.
All of it at HM Card Breaks. That's right. All right, I started it for you. Let's see who our second auto is going to be. On February 25th, Max Scherzer is going to start for the Mets, by the way, in that spring opener. Won't mind seeing him again. Oh, poor Tyler. Let's see what we've got. Jeremy Pena, terrific rookie, Houston Astros. Corbin Burns, over $70,000. The Milwaukee Brewers went to arbitration with this guy. Arbitration where you say this guy isn't worth what we think he's worth, and you're talking negatively about your player. Over $70,000. Might have been the most penny-wise, pound-foolish move I've seen a team do in some time. And remember, I used to cover the Wilpon era Mets. Corbin Burns, future other team's pitcher. Ooh, a second Brandon Crawford. This one's a refractor. Nice and shiny for you. Douglas Hoffman having quite a break. Elliot Ramos. People were down on him because he struggled a little hitting in AAA at first. He's 21. He's going to be fine. Elliot Ramos. Just remember I told you. And Christian Yelich, Milwaukee Brewers.
I haven't heard about him in a while, like aside from being the
Well, he's no longer MVP caliber, but he's still, anyone who can give you 15 homers and 20 stolen bases out of the outfield, you pick him anytime after pick 100 in your fantasy draft, you'll be happy. Salvador Perez, Kansas City Royals.
Can't wait for
Luis Robert,
I'm
Chicago
actually
White
re-
Sox. I sure hope he stays healthy this
I'm
year.
actually really excited for the draft.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Otto Lopez, numbered to 150. Alt. Todd Waters, congratulations. Mirabel, do you know what city we saw Otto Lopez play in?
No,
I'll give you a hint. Mommy did as well.
St.
I'll
Louis.
give you another hint. But you were there too. Another hint. It was
Yeah.
during the summer of 2021. I'll give you another hint. We that same day got some really good
yeah, ice cream.
falafel
Oh.
and ice cream. Why?
Because it was the sea.
The Sea Dogs?
Yeah.
That's a great guess.
What?
It was not.
What? Oh, then the Hartford Yard Goats.
It was the Syracuse Mets. It was
Okay,
the
I guess
Syracuse
the
Mets.
other two teams that we saw on that
This
page.
is a really nice Otto Lopez card. Look at this. Number to 150, blue. Otto Lopez, really interesting player. Very versatile. We saw him, I believe we saw him start in center field, even though he is listed as a shortstop here. So Charles Hatch's 84 Topps traded was good in his first card, but you're using the old definition of rookie card. Okay, I yield. I don't know. I grew up on Topps traded was the thing. Jose Canseco's 86 Topps traded was his rookie, not the 87 where he's sitting with the Topps All-Star rookie. Can you see? I could see it. I could see the card. Clayton Kershaw, Los Angeles Dodgers. Glad he's back and healthy. Wish he were playing in the World Baseball Classic. You know that's coming too, right?
No.
The World Baseball Classic. We're going to get to see Team Israel play and all these notable Jews. We're going to see Team USA and Jeff McNeil as the starting second baseman. We got two teams to root for, and Jose Abreu. All right, two Cedric Mullins cards. What do we think of this insert of the cornerstone?
I like it.
It feels a little bit like it says corner store.
Oh, it does.
You know?
And it looks like it too.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right.
I like
Matt
the
Olson.
background design, but
It's cool. Jeremy
the
Hardin.
name doesn't make any sense.
Holy cow. Look at this. This is numbered to 250. Mike, I know is obviously like a new player. True. How is it? How would you pronounce this? What was this?
I can't tell.
Yeah,
You
I'm
guys
not
know him?
sure. I don't know. Certainly not the Hall of Famer if he retired today, Mike Trout from Millville, New Jersey. Couldn't be Douglas Hoffman. Congratulations. You got a lot of spots in this break and you got a lot of reward for it. That's for sure. Look at this. Look
That's
at
what
this
happens when you buy multiple spots.
That's true. Look at this beautiful card. Look at this beautiful card. Numbered. I'm just going to show you the back. To 250, 134 of 250. You'll love to see it. Mike Trout. Very impressive. Brian Dela Cruz. Here's a rookie card. Look at Dela Cruz's isolated power numbers and tell me that guy doesn't have a bright future. Seriously, I dare you. And Fernando Tatis Jr., what's that going to be? Fernando Tatis Jr. Now, Charles Hack. Now, this you're asking a question. I know the answer. Charles Hack asks, Howard, on notable Jews in baseball, how is Hank Greenberg connected to Kiner's Corner? Well, it just so happens Kiner's Corner was the place where Ralph Kiner hit so many home runs, over 369 in just 10 major league seasons. But before it was Kiner's Corner, it was known as Greenberg's Gardens. And they brought in the fence in order to have Hank Greenberg play his final season with the Pittsburgh Pirates, hit 25 home runs. Kiner and Greenberg became very good friends for the rest of both of their lives, as a
That's
matter of
cool.
fact. Very cool. Very cool. So, yes, Kiner's Corner was Greenberg's Gardens.
So if we
Love me
named
some
it-
good old school Pirates questions.
If I owned a garden, I would name it.
Greenberg's Gardens?
No, I would name it the Corner Garden because it's like corner and garden. It's
I like it.
It's both. You know?
I like it. It sounds good. We are rounding into, this is the third to last pack. We've got Ronald Acuna Jr. here. Jaron Duran. Now, you're saying to me, I thought I saw Otto Lopez when I was in Portland, but it was a Syracuse. Jaron Duran, you saw in Portland. You saw Jaron Duran play in Portland, Maine, and you had, do you remember?
The Sea Dog biscuits.
Sea Dog.
Those are amazing.
If you go to Portland, Maine, make sure you go to Hadlock Field and make sure you eat a Sea Dog biscuit. Oh, this is Matt Olson.
They're not
refractor.
actually made of sea dogs.
No,
Sea
nor
dogs-
biscuits.
Sea dogs also don't exist.
No, Mirabel's a
but-
vegetarian.
So
So
they're vegetarian.
they are vegetarian friendly.
And
Reed
human safe.
Detmers. I wrote about Reed Detmers' slider last year. You want to have some fun? Go look. I mean, this is how I have a good time. Go to Brooks Baseball and you check out how Reed Detmers threw his slider during the course of the 2022 season. After he figured out the grip during a brief stint in AAA Salt Lake City, came back. Not only did he throw it for strikes more, but he threw it about 30% more often. Reed Detmers is a 3-pitch pitcher. Remember we talked about this? To be a good reliever, you got to have 2 pitches. To be a good starter, you got to have 3. He's a 3+ pitch pitcher. This is a Reed Detmers rookie card. Douglas Hoffman. Enjoy it. Wilson Contreras. So weird. He's with the Cardinals now. Such a Cubs-Cardinals thing. He's one of the best catchers in Cubs history. And the Cardinals are just like, yeah, we're going to take him. That's just what they do. Shane Baz. Love me some Shane Baz. I will give you a little insight, a little insider knowledge. We've got him in the 5-star on our fantasy preview starting pitchers. Why did Detroit trade Greenberg to the Pirates? You ready? Because they didn't want Greenberg to come back and beat him. So they sent him, and they got all the other AL teams to agree not to claim him. Of course, the Pirates claimed him because he had just hit 44 home runs the year before, and the Pirates had first dibs on him to be able to claim him because they were the last place team in the National League. Sorry, Charles, if that's a sensitive subject. I mean, it's been almost 80 years, so I feel like we're past it. Garrett Cole and his 5 pitches for the New York Yankees. Yankees, a lot of people know this, but there's another baseball team in New York other than the Mets. They're called
There
the
is?
Yankees. Yeah, and they play.
The
Oh,
Yankees.
oh, my friends, look at this. It's a finest rookies, Bobby Witt Jr., Todd Waters. Todd Waters, what a break you are having here. You got yourself an auto, right? Yeah, you do. And you got yourself a Witt Jr. finest rookies. Again, if I'm choosing any shortstop, a lot of people have Bobby Witt third, Trey Turner first, Bichette second. My list, I probably have Bichette first, Witt second, Trey Turner third, just because Turner's going to be 30, and a lot of his value comes from his speed. All right, we've got, Carlos Correa of the Giants Mets Twins. So a second Carlos Correa and a second Jacob deGrom of the Texas Rangers. So weird. I don't know when that'll not be weird. Last pack, everyone. Yeah, they only wanted a $10,000 raise from Detroit. That was a miss. That was a miss. Chris Bryant, Colorado Rockies. Aura of Excellence, Wander Franco. Oh, I love this one. Look at this.
That's cool.
Nice insert coming your way, Douglas Hoffman. Kettle Marte. This is numbered to 175. Marco Abrantes, congratulations. Look at this one. Ketel Marte. So underrated. Diamondbacks, even though they did something that I don't agree with, which is that they traded Dalton Varsho, which I think is criminally insane. Like, I don't mean to overstate it, but like criminally insane. When you got a left-handed hitting catcher / gold glove caliber right fielder and center fielder, you don't trade him. You don't trade him. That's criminally insane. But nevertheless, Ketel Marte, good ball player. Yadier Molina, going to be very weird. Not seeing Yadier Molina playing anymore. Very weird. And Bryson Stott, Douglas Hoffman, we end on it. Bryson Stott, you look at his batted ball profile from June 1st on. Bryson Stott, he's going to be an awfully good second baseman right next to Trey Turner. Well, friends, this was a really interesting set. As a reminder, right there in those messages, we got the links to our Bowman Sterling. We're going to get these packaged and out the door, and we'll get another Topps Finest box up and available to everyone. Mirabelle, final thoughts. Close your eyes. What can you see from Saturday's game that the Mets are going to play?
Warm and sun.
Warm and sun. Me too. Me too. Always a pleasure being with all of you. Thank you for joining us here at H&M Card Breaks. We'll get these packages out the door. Until next time, I'm Howard.
I'm Mirabelle.
And this is H&M
H&M
Card
Card
Breaks.
Breaks.
Have a wonderful night, everybody. Stay warm. It's
Bye.
almost here.